ball in the weird way, but
Let's
it gets the
go.
job done. Which is Iowa right here, man. It's this guy 20 Kirk's 27th year here
Yeah.
at Iowa. Some people in the chat wasn't even born, and this dude was already coaching for this team right here. But I mean, he does things the way he does them, and at times he does them really well, and at times it doesn't work. But last year, 8-5, I had more. I lost a lot of money with Iowa. It was unbelievable. But he returned 7 on offense, 5 on defense. I think 27 years, not much you can say about this guy returning. The the part that I don't like to hear is saying that there's some question marks in the secondary because that's a part of their MO. Lockdown secondary, um, stiff defensive line, really hardcore middle linebacker section. They play tough like that out there, kind of like Wyoming. They just play a certain way. You know what I mean? It's undescribable at times. But to mention that there's a problem in the secondary kind of rings a bell, but puts me in the middle. Like on one hand, they should be able to teach their way out of it easy, and I should be able to cash every time that they give me a high over and I hit that under. But Mark Gronkowski at quarterback, I'm not a fan. Um, I can't even say that I really thoroughly know um, too much about him, but I don't know, too much hype around a guy that is not really proven to me. But it's not like he's gonna get over there and be bombing the ball down the field or anything crazy. Like we already know what the script is for Iowa, so it's not much to really talk about with Iowa overall. But it's the same thing like every year. They have a chance to be a shocking factor. More than likely, they beat teams, when they thought people thought they couldn't because of the way that the system that they're in. But not much on that one. You got something on that one, Wine. You seem like you itching for this one. What you got on this Iowa team?
Come on, we're finally talking about my number 5 ranked team in the Big Ten power rankings, the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm high on this team going into this year. I know, boss, you said you don't really like Gronkowski too much. I actually like everything he's bringing to the table here for Iowa going into this season, hearing all the right things this last offseason, hanging out, taking his offensive linemen out hunting, taking them out to dinner, all that good stuff with his wide receivers. They've got some good returners there at the wide receiver position in Jacob Gill and Seth Anderson. A very experienced offensive line, 4 key returners who are almost likely going to play in the NFL. Tim Lester, this guy came in from the NFL a couple years ago. A lot of people said that he had a lot to do with Jordan Love's success in year 1 as a rookie. He comes in, takes the play caller duties last year. I don't know if he has everything to say in the offensive play calls because you got Coach Kirk over there, one of my favorite coaches. Love everything he does over there in Iowa. Love the home field advantage they have in there as well. They grab a lot of very fast slot receiver, what they don't really do in Sam Phillips from Chattanooga. This kid could make a pretty big impact, I think, right away. I think that their defensive line is a little bit, let's see, Aaron Graves expected to continue to be disruptive in the pass rush and run attack game. Defensive edge rusher Max Loonwell is expected to lead the team in sacks after a very good junior season, along with fifth-year edge rusher Ethan Hudson, who's also coming off a very stellar 2024 season. The DB room is filled with homegrown talent despite no big names. These guys will perform, and the reason why they will perform is because of Phil Parker, the longest tenured defensive coordinator in college football. This guy, him and Coach Kirk go way back, man. I mean, if Coach Kirk's coaching Iowa, this guy's always going to be his D coordinator for good reason. I mean, that's why Iowa's in all these games is because of his defensive play calling, his conservative play calls. The defense always keeps them in this game. And I have Iowa as a very sneaky team this year, guys. I think they sail over their team total wins, and they have a pretty bounce-back season compared to last year because last year, honestly, wasn't the season they expected. They do lose their running back in Caleb Johnson to the NFL. They return their backup running back last year, who also played well as well. I think he can do similar things. I like Iowa this year, guys. I'll keep it short and sweet here in this one, but I think Iowa is going to be a big sleeper in the Big Ten that's looking to compete for a Big Ten title this year. I have them over 7.5 wins. If it's 7.5, over. It's probably 8.5 now, but if it's not, over.
I heard that, man. We'll see how that goes. I'm not pressed for time, but I hate long shows, and we already been on here for an
No,
hour
you're
and a
good.
half. It's not me. I just, as a consumer, sometimes I kind of days off, so I never get to watch stuff like this long. But couple ones I for sure want to hit: UCLA, Minnesota. I have actually a week one pick with the Northwestern. Moose, you got any, or y'all got any other ones y'all want to touch on for sure?
Yeah, let me
Because
finish up on Iowa because I got a couple of got a couple points here that are kind of cool.
okay, you got any more than that? So I can line them up.
Minnesota, 100% Minnesota. I want to talk
Yeah,
Minnesota.
me too.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
one.
So we'll finish Iowa. We'll do these other three more: UCLA, Minnesota, and Northwestern, and then we'll just one liner, two liner the rest out, so we can try to get out of here in a decent time, man. Time is money, man, and we ain't got much of both. But go ahead, Moose, take it over on Iowa.
All right, Wine Time already kind of alluded to this, and Big Boss, you also alluded to this about Ferentz at home. His record at home, 125 and 48. 125 wins and only 48 losses. That is unbelievable. And you look at how he returns like 61.2% of his Letterman from last year, which is the 26th most in the country. Mark Gronkowski, an FCS transfer that I really like. 1 point on Gronkowski. Yeah, he is the Gronkowski. He is of the Gronkowski ilk. He is from that brethren. The other point that I want to put out is Caleb Johnson last year. He the 2,564 yards last year. Caleb Johnson accounted for 1,600 of them. He almost accounted for half of the offense last year. So the question is Kamari Moulton going to come in and be the top guy? At times last year, he did look like he was going to be the running back of the future. Does he actually take that step and do that? The other note I will put about Phil Parker is he has been one of the best defensive coordinators in terms of limiting big plays. Last year, Iowa ranked in the top 5 in terms of echo rate, which is the ability to have big plays going into the red zone or in scoring from outside of the red zone. They are one of the top 5 teams in preventing echo, and they've been constantly one of the teams that prevents big plays. I do like this Iowa team. I'm not sure if they get to that 7.5. I'm a little lower on them than Wine Time is, but I do really like them, and I have them above other programs like USC.
Nice. I like it. I agree with you. Even though I'm high on SC. A lot of that stuff is on the betting perspective, looking for getting points.